She say she want a good life, no want to cause her pain and strife.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, Nothing's Impossible 77, straight out of Brooklyn. Hi! How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing just wonderful. I am doing fine. You guys like my t-shirt? It says, I put the I, wait, let me see. It says, look, I put the I in single. But the truth of the matter is, guys, I was talking to someone today and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love being single. And it just so happens that the person I was talking to just got married less than a week ago. And I caught myself, I'm like, I'm not trying to burst your bubble or anything, but I just love being single, guys. And I don't know. I think, you know, being married is not for everyone, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I'm thinking like, am I gonna get older in my older years and I'm gonna be like, oh, I wish I had someone to cuddle with to hold me. I don't feel that way right now. All I want is my peace and quiet and my solitude. And until I find a person that really could get down with me and just be next to me and we just chill. Just with solitude and just have a grand old quiet time together. And sometimes if we feel like talking, we talk, but I'm just so weird. But I don't know, if it's God's will for me to get married, then hey, I guess it'll happen. But until that time, I put the I in single, yeah. It's so hilarious because as soon as I put my camera on, I get so excited. I love you guys so much, and I love to just come by and say hello. And it's like some dust in front of my camera. Ooh. I love coming by, saying hello and seeing how you guys are doing, and just letting you guys know that I'm still here. And yes, I still go through my everyday things that I go through, but I am all right. I'm here, honey, okay? It is 2016 and I am I am here, and for that I am grateful. So let's get down to story time. As many of you know, I was born in London, England. My brother and I, who is 1 year younger than I am, were born in London. My mom got a scholarship to go to England to do nursing, and while she was doing nursing, as a matter of fact, as I can recall her telling me the story, she met my dad on the very first night that she got to England. And that was it. It was love at first sight. They fell in love and voila, I am here. So when my mom completed her nursing school and, you know, completed everything, they decided to migrate to the United States. Okay, well, my mom came here and I was very young. I remember I had to be about 7 or 8. So when we were in school, my mom put us into a school. We moved to the Bronx, and I was a Bronxonian, okay? I was a Bronx girl until I became a Brooklyn girl. Now I'm a Brooklyn girl, ain't thinking about the Bronx. Ooh, yeah. So my brother and I, we used to go to school together. So here we are, two little British kids with a heavy British accent, going to school every day, really innocent little cute little kids, okay, if I must say so myself. And every morning my mom would bag our lunch, you know, give us our lunch or whatever, give us a little pocket money, because I mean, many of you who grew up in this country, like I'm in my 50s, so that was in the 70s, and you know, anyone from the 70s can relate to candy stores. Back then, even now, candy stores are just a thing. No matter what age you are, there's always that candy store that you stop at, right? So anyway, my mom gave us money so we could get candy from the candy store, and so we would get lunch every day. However, every single morning that we were walking to school, we were infiltrated by this bully. And this bully would wait for us. I don't know if he was like stalking us out or if he had binoculars or what he was doing, but every single morning at the same place at the same time, he would wait for us at the corner, and then he'd be like, give me your money, stick 'em up, give me your money, give me your lunch money, give me your lunch, and while you're at it, take this, pow, and we get a little hit, right? And then when we got home every evening, somebody would be waiting for us by the gate and beat us up like right by our gate, okay? So every every day we come home crying, right? And my mother, she was so tired of it. She was like, oh my gosh, I am so tired of these kids beating up my kids. Because here it is, we were from London, so you know, they would be like, say something. The kids would be like, say something. I'm like, I don't want to say anything. I'm not trying to fight you. I'm just a little girl. Please don't hit my little brother. I'm just a little girl. Boy, they would just pummel me some more when I come out my face like that. So one day, my father, being the you know, psychology major that he is, when we got home, of course, he was waiting for us to be crying and everything. And when we got through the door, he took us downstairs to the basement and he was like, okay, do you see these things here? And we were like, yeah, we see them, Daddy. He was like, well, would you rather these two fists hit you or the other person's fist hit you? Well, I looked at my brother and my brother looked at me and we were like, we will not, no, Daddy, your fist will kill us. Little did we know he was using psychology, right? So, anyway, the next day, we went on about our business. Mommy gave us our lunch, got our lunch money and everything, and here comes the bully. The story even gets better. Trust me, it gets better. Wait for it. So, here comes the bully, ready to beat us up, bum, 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 bum. Give me your lunch money. Give me your lunch. And while you're at it, hold. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, me and my brother got the strength of Superman, Batman, and Iron Man. We beat that boy up because all we kept thinking about was, oh, I don't know if I mentioned, my father said, if you come home crying one more day talking about you got beat up, well, I'm going to beat you up. Well, honey, we beat that boy up. Do you hear me? We beat him. He was crying and everything. He was like, please don't beat me anymore. And then when we got home, and remember I told you there were kids waiting for us at the gate when we got home. They used to beat us too. Well, honey, my mother was waiting for them and she beat them. I'm sorry, but now my mother will probably get arrested for this. But my mother took her belt out and she was like whipping them kids. She said, come up in my gate beating my kids. No, my mother had a Jamaican accent. She's like, me tired of this foolishness. Every minute when I come beat me, pick me them, beat me, pick me them. And mommy started to beat them kids. When kids ran out of that gate, it was the best day of our lives. We didn't get beat by the bully anymore. Didn't get beat by the kids in the yard anymore, and most of all, we didn't get those 2 fists from my dad. But here's where the story gets better. Told you to wait for it. Years later, I'm in Long Island, and I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends, and one of my friends started to talk about these 2 little kids that he used to beat up in the Bronx. When he was a little boy, he used to take their lunch money and their school money. Yes! So I'm sitting there listening to him. And then he was like, well, one day, I don't know what happened to them kids, if they had spinach or what. But them kids came and they had the strength of Hercules or whatever. And them kids beat me to sickness. And I was listening to him. I was like, did you go to PS so-and-so? Did you live over by so-and-so? He was like, yeah. I said, that little kid was me. It was me and my brother. Amazing, right? Amazing. That's a true story, guys. Yep. And you want to know something? I don't want to, I wasn't going to say this because I didn't want to get sad. But the person who it was is the person that died recently, my friend. Yep. He was telling that story years ago, and come to find out, many years later, here we are in high school together as friends. So yeah, I was talking to his sister the other night, and I was sharing that story with her, and she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. I was like, yeah. And then when I told her where we lived and everything, she was like, oh my God, we lived right there. Oh my God, we went to that school. I was like, yes, because that's the same place that he told about. So guys, that's my story time. Tell me guys in the description box down below if you like my stories. Some of them can be very sad. I thought about which one I wanted to bring for my very first story time, and that's why I brought this one. But I do have some stories that are pretty sad. But you guys, like I said, put it down below. Let me know if you want me to tell you guys more. And I love each and every one of you for free. Happy New Year. Mwah, 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 mwah. Later, guys. It's the day before my birthday, and I'm here with my granddaughter.
And mine. You know my birthday is Christmas.
Her birthday's Christmas Day. My birthday's Christmas Eve. And we're so excited, guys. And I'm so proud.